If you happened upon this video, it's because you're looking to start a YouTube channel and you're maybe a little bit stuck. Yeah, don't worry, you're in the right spot. The first thing I want to tell you is absolutely do it. Don't even think about it. Don't be afraid of it. Just do it. It really doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't really matter what equipment you have. If you have a phone, simply a phone, you're good to go. If you have a phone and a microphone, you're even better. A little portable, something like this DJI, even better. There's tons of them on the market. And we could talk about that later. It's not even really about the gear right now. If you're over 40 and you've been thinking about starting a channel, I want you to go ahead and dive in. Now, first, let me say, I have put this video off for well over a year, and I don't know why. And what's really hilarious about this is maybe about 6 months ago, I saw a video pop up and it was discussing exactly this. And I said to myself, Self, you were supposed to make that video 2 years ago, but you never made it. So yesterday, I just created a video talking about when you have the idea to make a video, you should make it right then and there. Don't worry about the complexities of it. You can always remake it. If you look at YouTube long enough and you follow some of the, say more prolific creators, you'll see they'll make the same video 3, 4, 5 times a year. Why? The same reason why they run the same commercial all day long on a football game. The person who needs to hear it might not hear it the first 4 times it plays, but in the fourth quarter, when they refuse to leave the couch, it comes on and they go, yeah, I better switch to Geico. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Here's a little backstory. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I believe creators over 40 have a first mover advantage. It might not seem like it now as you look at the modern YouTube and see what's out there, but we were kind of here first, and I'll explain more in a second. But what happens is, as it became more popular, a lot of the younger gamers kind of came on. And then it became a lot of the younger sort of pranksters came on. There was a lot to do with music. There was a lot to do with art in the early days of YouTube. We're talking like circa 2010. There was a lot of cat videos, a lot of family stuff, a lot of church stuff. And I think the longer people at that time put it off, the further they felt left behind. And then somewhere in about, say, 2014, when the YouTube Partner Program, that's the program that allows you to get paid to make YouTube videos, became really stellar, a bunch of the 20-somethings jumped in. And they jumped in fresh, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Why? Student loan debt. Like they had just left the house, wanted something to do. The idea of becoming a full-time YouTuber got really, really popular. You started to hear of people like Marquez Brownlee and, oh my God, I'm going to forget this woman's name. Oh my God. Anyway, it'll come to me later. But there were a bunch of the young, like sort of pretty 20-somethings that jumped on the YouTube platform at around that time. And I think at that moment in time, people that were like over 30, which is now you guys are over 40, you guys were all scared to dive in because the 20-somethings was running the roost. Now you sit here 40 years old or more, and you want to start this channel. And you don't realize we have the most knowledge and the most experience. I've said this before. We have the fastest growing segment on YouTube right now because business kind of dictates you really need to make a YouTube channel, regardless of what it is you do. The other platforms are either highly jokey or a little bit rude, if you will. A lot of the stuff you hear about, the bad stuff that happens on YouTube, it's mostly still kids being kids. We did it when we were kids. Don't act like we didn't. And it's not really a problem for us. We don't have as much hatred and vitriol when it comes to content. We don't have as much hatred and vitriol into the comments. We don't have anything to prove, so we don't really go around bothering each other. That's the young people's game. So when you hear that stuff, that's normally gamers picking on gamers or some young person being jealous. You know, I see a lot of the tech creators, they often get people throw shade at them, but they're like teenagers who can't go out and buy a $2,000 computer or TV or whatever. So they get a lot of heat. But if you look at their content, you go and check out their channels, they're mostly just kids. So you don't have to be afraid of that. And anyway, we're old enough not to care. We're really old enough not to care. So there's that part. But the reason why the demographic is growing so big on YouTube right now is, number one, it is the place to be. And number two, many of us are looking for connections. Why? The olders, like people past 50, say myself, a lot of people are empty nesters now. Kids are gone off to college. Workspace is causing shrinkage, which is getting rid of the people that cost the most. So you're looking for a new business, you're starting a new business, reviving an old business, cranking up hobbies. There's lots of reasons why the Gen X is kind of ruling the roost right now, but this is exactly the time. One recent segment that's growing really rapidly on YouTube is the recently displaced people who come from the tech industry and recently displaced people who come from media, marketing, broadcast media, things like that. So please stop waiting before they get good. Right now, they don't know what they're doing. They come from big studios and all the equipment and whole staff, but they're here now and they don't really know what they're doing. So they're learning fast though, because they can. And you don't want to keep putting this off. Like literally, there is no better time than right now to be a creator. You can, again, start with a phone. You can start with the webcam that's built in your computer. I just had a beautiful conversation today with one of my dearest friends, and we were talking about him sort of digging into the thing that means the most to him. And he's like, he's a broadcast industry professional, award-winning commercial maker. And he was like, yeah, but if I make another video that helps another company sell more tickets or sell more widgets or whatever, it's not fulfilling anymore. And I'm like, yeah, so make your videos talking about the things that mean the most to you: family, faith, making the world a better place. And I think, you know, even for somebody who comes from the industry, it can make videos with the most highest end equipment. The grassroots, sit down, conversate, feel good video is where it's at right now. It literally is. There's no better time. You don't have to be perfect. You can flub your lines. You don't even have to worry about editing. Now you can really post videos without editing because people are looking for human connection. They're not looking for another person that makes them feel bad. So when you come in hyper polished, super edited, well scripted, thinking that you're helping, sometimes you're making people feel like they have less. I know I'm in the camera circles. I know a lot of people in the camera equipment world, they always feel less when, you know, the person comes on, busts out the new camera, throws up the $4,000 lens, and they're trying to tell you like how great this camera is. It's cool. It's like we used to look at Porsches and Lamborghinis and Bugattis back in the day. Gotti. Is it Bugatti or Bugatti? I say both. Whatever. You know, we have posters on the wall, things like that. So the dreamscape is fine, but a lot of them are like, if you want to be a real filmmaker, you need this real camera X, and it just ends up making people feel bad. And yeah, people are looking for a connection. People are looking for purpose. People are looking for a chance to start over. People are looking for you. So let me give you the reason why I finally figured out why I parlayed this video for so long. If you look at my channel info, you'll see that I started my channel back in 2006. YouTube technically started in 2005, but it really, really started in 2006. Because I was in the tech world, I started then. In 2006, I was 40. I officially started my YouTube channel at 39 and like 8 months. I never really realized it until I seen all these videos come up. Some of my friends even made one, and I was like, there goes another one of my friends made it. I can't make it. But I'm like, no, what I got to tell you is different from them. I'm not even going to get into the how-to. We can cover that. My whole channel is about that. My whole channel is about making Gen X creators learn this stuff at speed so they can get up and create what they got to create. But the first thing I need to do is unprogram all of the bad stuff we learned as kids. We didn't know, our parents didn't know, our pastors didn't know, our teachers didn't know. They thought they were looking out for us. But all of those conversations about speak when only spoken to, the nail that stands up gets hammered down, nobody wants to hear from you, don't make tan-ta-da, tan-ta-da, like don't be a showboat. They meant well, but they weren't talking to us. They thought that would protect you. Now it's becoming a hindrance. Now we got kids out here. No shade, because I swear I don't like to shake other creators. But we got kids out here, 21 years old, life coach. What? I'm sorry. I'm math don't math. How you going to life coach at 21 years old? Just say it. We have the lived experience. Most of us have had more jobs or started more businesses than any of these kids talking about, hey, let me show you how to start your business in just 2 months. I'm just saying. Please stop hiding. No one cares about any of that crazy stuff. We don't have to worry about how beautiful we are. We don't have to worry about how, in shape we are. None of that. We're past all of that vanity metrics. So we're just here to be real and talk stories and shares. The wrinkles ain't going to go away. The cracks ain't going away. And Lord knows my knees will not stop hurting. But none of that's going to stop me from making content. So please, if this caught you in any way, shape, or form, let me know down in the comments. If you know somebody who's been talking to you about starting a channel and they feel like they're too old, send them to your mans. I got them. Yeah, I really just wanted to have this conversation today. And if you want to know how, I just did 30 videos over the last month about all myriad sorts of things about this. So check those out. And until I get tired of this, I'm going to be making a video every single day. So they'll be mixed in with some tech stuff and, some motivational stuff. I don't even really like the word motivation. I just like to remind you that you are dope AF. Or from our day, I just want to remind you that you're fresh. You're fresh to death. So let's get all the way live. Get some analgesic for the knees and stuff. Grab yourself a phone and just talk about what you love. Share your knowledge. There is a U-size hole in the world. Fill that sumbitch up. I'll be here for you if you need anything. I love you. And no, I didn't introduce myself at the front because it ain't about me. It's about you. But I'm Doc Rock. And what is it? Oh my God, I forgot how it goes. See, I'm so old now, I forgot how it goes. What is the political one say? The political video say, I approve this message. There you go. I'm Doc Rock and I approve this message. I'm on a mission to get to 20,000 so I can connect with more of us Gen X creators and just get out there and do that thing. So if you know somebody needs to hear this, send them over, let them subscribe, and you yourself subscribe. But don't forget, drop me some comments down below because I am very much community oriented. I make based off the questions you ask. So please don't be shy. No question is crazy. Just bring what you have. I'm here for you. Right now, the algorithm, you'll learn about that later. They're going to show you another video they think you should watch. I agree with them. Press that button.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver inside.